An ever-evolving process, because culture starts as one thing, but then eventually change happens and it changes to a new. Got language that some people think language is dying because of slang, contradiction, or I forget that word. Don't.
Yeah, you said it, contradiction. Yeah.
Contradictions are better. From that, like just slang, short form, abbreviations, everything, it's not changing, it's just evolving to a different sense for a new social structure, a younger social structure. Information is passed faster now, so we speak faster, using slang to get our points across. Right?
It's pretty much a mixed bag of stuff. It's who you are, fundamentally, your roots. Your origin?
Culture, to me, I was introduced to different cultures at a very early age. My parents immigrated to Canada in the 50s, and where they settled in Montreal was on the Main, where most of the immigrants came to Canada to start a new life. When I was a little boy, I would go shopping with my parents, and they would go to a different store to buy whatever they needed, because then you didn't have the superstores. You had, you know, the bread store, you've got the fruit store, the meat store, the fish store, and you spoke a different language every store you went to, and English and French were not included.
Culture means diversity and just being yourself. So not looking like other people, because we all look different. So stop looking at people and what they wear on TV, and look at yourself and just dress the way you want to.
And being like from all those mixed background?
I don't know, I think it's, culture is like different ideas, different religious things, and different rituals and stuff that, and once they're all the same, they combine one culture altogether.
And for me, I think I come from a really particular focus of literature, and so culture is so ubiquitous. It's everywhere. It's invisible. It's visible. There are all these different moments where you come into contact with your culture. But in my profession, culture is both represented and shaped through literature. And so literature is one of those wonderful...
I'll answer that in a different way. Okay. There's cultures that, I don't know, that sort of resonate with you even if you've never really lived the experience. Like, for me, I live here, I work mostly in French, I'm a musician, but the music I listen to mostly is Cuban music, for whatever reason. I've been to Cuba a lot, and I go down and jam with a lot of Cuban musicians. And
this is just your heritage, it's what makes you who you are, it represents your whole lineage and everything, and it says a lot about a lot about your past and who your ancestors were and everything.
Every city or every nation has a different culture, and it's the fact, I'm going right at it. It's the fact that it really depends like what kind of city you're in, and I don't know how to explain it. Every person has a part of the world that's their culture to them, and it really represents who you are and what you really do. Like, people that are, example, in China won't be doing the same things as us and won't have the same values. And
to greet you in Polish, I would say, Dzień dobry, jak się pan ma?
What does that mean?
It says, good morning, how are you?
No, hello in second language.
Like that sentence like welcome to Canada in Chinese.
Good job.
Thank you.
And 春节快乐 is Chinese New Year Day. Happy Chinese.
Mbote na bino ndenge nini? I will pick Mbote na bino ndenge nini? That's what I say is like hello, how are you? In Chiluba.
You say hello in Korean?
Especially because there are 11 official languages in South Africa, so I've never really been exposed to such a wide variety of culture before. So
Did you learn a word? Did you learn a word?
Yeah. In Xhosa, molo is hello, and pisang is banana in Afrikaans.
Wow, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
Soy muy bonito.
And what does that mean?
I'm cute.
Okay. Thanks.
There are about 14 or 15 different language groups that are living in Soweto, and everyone speaks several languages because they've had to. They were sort of moved into this.
Fluently, I speak 7 languages, which I learned all around the world.
We try some. Or say a word in one of those languages, apart from English or French, like South Korean. How do you say hello?
안녕하세요.
In South Korea? Okay. And Ukraine, how do you say hello?
Добрый день.
And what other languages you speak? That's good.
English, French, Spanish, Russian, Ukrainian, Portuguese, Korean, and Italian.
And Italian.
I need to get some Haitian food too. Some ziti sauce pois lalo. That's the best food on earth.
What is it?
Yes.
What is it? For some people might not know what that is. Tell
Ziti is rice. Sauce pois is like beans, but they make it into some kind of sauce almost. It's not a sauce, but it's just some sauce made with beans. And griot. That's the best thing. Everybody knows about griot.
But could you bring that to the culture shows to share with us?
Griot. The only way I can do it is if I go to Montreal. And I don't have that kind of
So I can talk about poutine. It's a pretty amazing thing. And then
In Stanford or just in Quebec?
it's a Quebec thing.
Apparently in Montreal they have better poutines than here.
They actually do.
No, Drummondville have better poutine because that's where poutine came from.
Really?
Yes.
Let's not get into this because Montreal is the best, but we're gonna. This is supposed to embrace
As long as
culture.
it has a lot of cheese, every poutine is good.
Hard to say. I don't know. It's basically rice, but it's like mixed with like tomato sauce and like onions and stuff like that.
And it's very delicious.
Very delicious. Steven knows.
You know, 2 Canadians who have traveled a fair amount, but not as much and haven't seen a lot of things. I'd be happy to turn my kitchen over to a group of students and you guys make dinner and let's have a discussion.
So, what's your favorite international dish?
What's my favorite international dish? I spent 2 weeks in Thailand in November, and I have to say I loved Thai food. I loved Thai culture. I would go running back to Thailand as quickly as I could.
Okay, just something came back to my mind because you interviewed a Chinese person, and when one of the things is concerned was that when you went to the Chinese store, the Chinese food wasn't authentic Chinese food.
Right.
Do you find the same thing when you went to Thailand and the Thai food versus
Thai Express?
Yeah, Thai Express. Like, is this the same or like?
I think I can certainly see the challenge that, especially for some, we have a number of students from China coming to Sherbrooke. I'm not sure the Chinese food is real Chinese food here.
A lot of people always have that feeling of not having a culture, but it's not having a culture is like not having a life.